Alright guys, that about wraps it up for this video. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. A technique breakdown for a Flourish of Imagination is currently in the making, so that should be out within like the next week or so. Yeah, that's not happening. Hey guys, sorry it's been so long, but I'm finally back with both a good excuse and a new video for your enjoyment. So basically, the reason why I haven't been making any new videos is because I spent the last 2 months getting my hair cut. I lost a lot of free time, but my head doesn't look like a soccer ball anymore, so yeah, there's that. And also Summer Joust, but let me note that it was mostly the hair. Anyway, I figured a video about the way my hair has been cut would be rather boring, so I decided to make some technique breakdowns for each of my mocks, as well as a roundup video for all of Summer Joust, which you're watching right now. Long story short, this video will have a lot of talking, and the next 3 will have a bunch of techniques and stuff. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Due to the fact that it took the barber forever to cut my hair, I joined in a bit late in the game, only having about 2.5 weeks I could use to make Summer Joust entries, but I decided to make the most of it and build in as many categories as possible. Taking into account how little time I had, I realized I wasn't going to be able to build more than 2 larger mocks, so entering all of the categories was completely out of the question. Plus, I'd already agreed with the bricologist that we'd be doing the collab category together, so I already had to build 2 mocks for that. In the end, I decided to build 1 entry for the monastery category and 2 more mocks for the collaboration. I finished the monastery first, and it's easily the biggest and best out of my 3 Summer Joust mocks. The entry was an immersive scene showing a monk walking down the path of a destroyed and abandoned monastery, and was titled The Final Return. I was able to include a bunch of awesome techniques and tricks and get the lighting I wanted, and it just generally came out way better than I could have ever hoped for.
You know, sometimes I amaze even myself.
The monastery mock is easily my favorite Summer Joust mock, and possibly my favorite and also best mock I've built up to date, even though it's surprisingly really underperformed on Instagram. A couple of days later, I finished my first collab mock, but due to non-LEGO related things, we figured we'd call off the collab. Not wanting to waste the mock, I entered it into the Creating an Atmosphere category with the title Winter, which would have been its title had it been entered in the collab category. The goal of the Atmosphere category was to capture a certain emotion or feeling, and luckily I had been aiming to do that even before I decided to enter this mock into the Atmosphere category. The emotions I was hoping to present through this build were sadness, loneliness, and a general sense of despair. I think I did that pretty well, and I was able to include a cool technique or 2 in the mock, as well as some NPU, meaning nice part usage. But it's generally just unimpressive, and I feel like it doesn't have really any unique value or qualities. It just doesn't bring anything new to the table as far as my builds go. My third and final mock was also the smallest of the 3, with a footprint no larger than 12x12 studs. If you haven't already deduced, the mock was entered into the 12x12 vignette category. Vignette, whatever. Anyway, it was entered into the 12x12 category with the title Mountain Hut, because that's what it is, a mountain hut. It's probably my second favorite mock I built after my monastery entry, because in contrast to my atmosphere / collaboration build, it does bring something new to the table: rockwork. Plus the colors in general are pretty nice as well. I guess a lot of people share my opinion because this mock really took off on Instagram and is more popular than my monastery build. Seriously? This over this? Apparently I'm never going to be popular. I clearly don't understand what people like. Alright, that about wraps it up when it comes to Summer Joust. Technique breakdowns for each mock will be coming out soon, and I mean it, for real this time. So don't unsubscribe.